Hey guys, first for Guardsman here, and today I'll be talking about a Marksman Bolt Carbine build for the Tactical class in patch 9.0 Space Marine 2. Now, the Marksman Bolt Carbine accuracy variant did receive a buff this patch and now has a ×2 headshot multiplier, and this thing actually does a ton of damage now, which is why I will be building for like mostly damage here. So first up, we take Headhunter in the perk tree here, move into Rapid Health. We also take the perk here, Home Precision. Equip weapons maximum spread decreases by 50% when firing without aiming. Even though this is more useful on the automatic version, it's still pretty strong here. Then just move over here into the perk Divine Might for bonus damage. Let me just pick up Headshot Damage, Divine Might for even more damage. Then move through here into Adamant Hunter when your health is below 30%. Headshots to deal 25% more damage. When this actually procs, your headshot damage on this build is disgusting. And unlike the Vanguard class, we really don't need to build for like ammunition at all here with things like increased capacity or magazine restoration because we're Tactical class. We have Emperor's Vengeance. Now, the final perk I take here is Recoupment. Killing a Majora's level or higher enemy with a headshot with this weapon restores 1 armor segment. Cooldown is 15 seconds. Now, Armor Restore, especially on the Tactical class, is very, very strong because this class is actually pretty squishy right now compared to pretty much every single other class in the game at the moment, but he does a ton of damage, has Auspex and stuff like that to make up for it. That's why I prefer Armor Regen on him. Now, for my secondary weapon selection, I have decided to take the Heavy Bolt Pistol. Now, really, on this build, we would not be shooting with our secondary a whole lot, so mainly it's pretty much here for gun strikes. The only reason I decided to take the Heavy Bolt Pistol here today is because I will not be taking the Plasma Boost perk and will instead be taking Balanced Distribution, so I really won't be getting that much benefit out of the Plasma Pistol as I could be, but if you want to take this anyways, you sure can, and I would set up the Heavy Bolt Pistol this way on the perk tree, and for the Plasma Pistol, I would just set it up this way, pretty standard. And for the melee weapon selection, I have actually decided to take the Relic Tier block version this time, because even though it only has a 1 speed, this thing hits like a truck. You can like 2 combo lictors with Battle Focus and our other perk tree setups here, and really this thing is kind of disgusting right now, and also its speed will be buffed in the future, so it's really only up from here. Now for the perk tree setup, I really do just take like all the perks I can for damage. We don't really benefit off from things like a momentum gain here, which is each consecutive light attack increases light attack melee damage by 3% up to 30% for 3 seconds, because it takes us like 5 business days to ever get a full light combo off, but either way, this sword is still very strong. Though I will say, if you want to take other options, you certainly can. All the chain swords in this game are pretty strong right now, even the block version, and the main thing that I want from block here is the armor regen versus Extremis, Terminus, and Majoris, because the Tactical class really benefits from that more than most do, because armor is worth more than HP in this game, and he is the squishiest class currently, which is why I chose this one. And for my perk tree here, I do take Balanced Distribution first. Your primary weapon deals 10% more damage, but your secondary weapon deals 10% less damage. We don't really care about the damage loss on the secondary because our Marksman Carbine is what we will primarily be shooting here, and we really don't struggle with ammo on it in the first place, so really valuable perk for us. Now, alternatively, you could take Plasma Boost. When plasma weapons are 30% overheated, their damage increases by 40%, and their charge shots use 1 less energy. This is really, really strong right now, especially with the buff to the rate of fire Plasma Pistol. This thing charges faster than ever, so this is a ton of value, but that's really up to you. Now, the next perk I pretty much always take is Heightened Vigor. After a perfectly timed parry, block, or dodge, you deal 10% more melee and gun strike damage, do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. This is an incredibly valuable perk. More melee damage, more gun strike damage, no knockback, pretty much the best of everything in this game. It's super strong, pretty much always pick it. Now, next perk I take here is Emperor's Vengeance. Killing a Majoris level or higher enemy restores your primary weapon's ammo by 1 magazine, cannot exceed maximum ammo capacity, cooldown is 30 seconds. Now, our Marksman Carbine is not super ammo efficient, so this really solves that problem, so it's a pretty S tier perk for that. Now, for the team perk selection, this is the kind of an off meta pick in this case. Aligned Aim, range damage increases by 15% for all squad members. This is a really strong perk. Secure Stockpile is just better because this one gives equipment recharge to your entire team, but this one really does enable our Marksman Carbine to absolutely slap, which is why I took it today. Now, next perk here on the gear tree is Vital Data. Scanning Extremis or Terminus level enemy restores Auspex scan charge by 50%. This perk tree here really doesn't matter for us that much because our Auspex scan is not that valuable, because I will not be taking Precise Calibration and things like Concentrated Fire. Instead, I will be taking Battle Focus and the perk here, Close Targeting, to maximize melee damage on both counts here, and also just get Auspex for free on melee bosses. So pretty valuable combo here, but if you want to take Precise Calibration and the perk concentrate fire, you could. These are also very strong picks. I decided to take this today because a block chainsword absolutely annihilates things off of battle focus with this perk. Now, for the signature perk, we take Radiant Impact once again. A melee finisher additionally deals significant area of effect damage in a 10-meter radius. Cooldown is 90 seconds. This perk is disgustingly good, and these perks suck, so pretty much always take this one. The damage is truly significant. Now, for my prestige perk selection, I do take Acuity first. Each consecutive headshot increases headshot damage by 3% up to 15%. The bonus lasts 5 seconds without a headshot. Now, our Marksman Carbine does benefit a ton from headshots already, and this is just bonus damage for us, for being honest. Super strong perk for sure. Next perk I take here is Skilled Supplier. Ammo reserve increases by 15%. Now, our Marksman Carbine is not super ammo efficient. This helps with that a little bit, and also even with Emperor's Vengeance, this is still an extra bonus, so pretty good. Now, next perk I take is Resilience. Medicae stims restore 40% more health. This just makes stims more valuable, and we are not very tanky, so this is pretty good for us. And the final perk I take is Fortitude. Health increases by 15% because this is one of the only like tank perks on this whole class, so S tier for sure. Now, if you want to swap out Skilled Supplier for something like Spare Power, you can. This is pretty strong in Siege mode, but I wouldn't really take the Marksman Carbine to Siege mode for the most part anyways, but either way, that's really up to you. And Second Look is pretty worthless for the most part, and Exigency Charge hardly ever comes into effect, so that's why I picked these ones. But now, alternatively, you could take something like the Ammo Reserve option for this, but really losing out on the headshot multiplier is not very good on this gun, because if you're taking a Marksman Carbine, you're wanting to pop heads, and this one just does that the best. Now, if you're playing Vanguard, maybe I would take this one, but for Tactical and Sniper, your ammo economy is pretty damn good, so this one's definitely the best option. Now, as far as other options go for your chainsword, I would probably set up the tree this way for momentum gain and combined Onslaught if you're going to be using a fencing or balanced version, because they are significantly faster, but block does hit like a truck, and honestly guys, I undervalue this weapon quite a bit. The 1 speed is not as bad for this weapon because of how heavy it hits in general, and it's really not as unwieldy as you might think. But that's pretty much all I have to say about this build. Time for the actual true solo operation, and as always guys, thank you for watching, and thank you for all the support, and thank you to all my channel members. Have a good one, take it easy.
Fortify your sight. All specs ready to scan. Kill that foe, lest it summon aid. Enemy reinforcements have heard the rally cry.
There you go.
Rot, Tyranid scum. Specs engaged.
Surely that Ravener will step into this for me, right? Now that should mean these days.
Fresh magazine in.
Rep him.
Psych are outmatched by Codex tactics. Reloading.
I do not want to fight this thing in the area. He can actually shoot me, so. Because they kind of crack out. I don't know if it was by design or not, but they cracked out their accuracy a lot. They're pretty damn dangerous now.
Exterminate. Rearming.
Alright, I can fight you.
The zone broke psychic howl.
Actually get the perfect block though.
Changing magazine. All space prime. You are fertilizer now, Seagulls. Swapping magazine.
a lot of chance for damage. Alright, let's get the we have a 25% buff here now on our melee damage while Auspex is in cooldown, which on this, think you'll let me do this? Alright, I want to get full throttle on him. If he stampedes into a wall, it should be pretty easy. I don't want him to ping this yet. Kind of curious to see how much it'll do. I'm gonna do it, guys, swear to God. That was a little disappointing. I was only at 1, so maybe it'll be better on 2.
Fresh magazine in.
That's a lot of damage. That's not even our final form.
Stealthy Xenos can hide, but not for long.
Maybe it will be if we get shot at and die.
Swapping magazine. Changing magazine.
There we go. I think definitely slaps. So be a little careful. Full throttle always underperforming for how hard this actually pull off. The full throttle double charge and aftershock improved double charge, like the 2 hardest attacks in this whole game for melee to pull off. I mean, I don't feel very rewarding at all. This guy.
We severed the zoanthropes.
Pretty good against zoanthropes.
to the hive mind.
Also, if we get to like 30% HP, we will have the little bit of our damage buff with Adamant Hunter for our headshot damage. Very, very strong perk, but I don't really want to sit at low HP on this class. These aren't very tanky. I'm curious to see what we'll do versus a Neurothrope? Yeah, Neurothrope. Right, let's bonk you.
Pathetic Tyranid of God.
Guardian Relic. So, Blockchain Sword, definitely strong for damage. Just 1 speed's a little excessive. Like, I think like 2 or 3 speed would have been fine.
Clear a blast radius. Rearming.
He was dying. Thank you.
Changing magazine.
That's where I got turn guns when they start juggling. Very obnoxious headshot. Though the bloom on the heavy bolt pistol's pretty big anyways.
Let us enter
This
the
one's
camp.
tight, very tight spread. Pretty strong option, especially on tactical where we have Emperor's Vengeance. We don't have to struggle with ammo economy at all. Definitely good for that.
Reporting in. Team has
Though
arrived.
the damage that we
Very
have
dark.
right now is with like all range damage perks taken almost. So we are losing secure stockpile, which is a very huge damage buff for your whole team.
Alive or otherwise.
Review.
The codes are not here.
I am a little worried for the generator defense because we don't have a very fast hitting melee weapon, and usually that's what it takes to actually clear off the generators at times. But we do also like one-shot guys. So there's that.
Sweep complete, but nothing here. Exterminated. Diligence, brothers. We will find those codes. I have the codes, brothers. Captain, the demolition codes are secured.
Proceed to the Prometheum refinery and complete the demolition preparations.
Okay. Let's save this melt bomb, just in case. The neurothrope out in this field kind of sucks. That's what I'm worried about. I do want to try out this build at some point with precise calibration and concentrated fire. That's probably better overall. But battle focus plus the 25% melee damage buff on top of the block charges is very strong. There's a huge DPS buff.
This is where we sow the
That's the
enemy's
DPS
defeat,
buff.
brothers. Silence that vermin's core. All specs ready to scan. Another fire core eliminated. Subterranean seas below. Targeted rallying reserve forces. Halting. Protecting my static its brethren house of the core. Borrowing Ravener filth. Tyranid artillery in sight.
They're coming.
Pathetic tyranny. All specs prime. Tyranid vermin are coming.
Get back here. Run. So these guys do actually synapse burst now. Pretty cool.
Swapping magazine. Reloading. Disgusting tyranny scum. All specs deep scan ready. Rearming. All specs engaged. Changing magazine.
This thing's CHP recovery really isn't that bad. I was shocked. Alright, now you die.
Swapping magazine.
How's my hip fire on this? Still pretty good. It's funny. Home precision's always good.
Talassa, the Cadians are running out of time. How close are you to the Promethean facilities?
Arriving at the objective.
This is actually going a lot better than I thought it would.
Good time.
Can't lie.
Let us finish what the Cadians started.
Use the codes to bring the ball and finish its deployment into the grid Prometheum well. Cautiously, if you know what is good for you.
Pathetic Tyranid abomination.
Now, it is kind of unfortunate, this weapon, it's not terrible in Vanguard, but it's definitely built for tactical. Just because of all the extra range damage and headshot bonuses this class gets. And Sniper. Should try on him next.
Deployment has begun.
I feel like every other class, well, Vanguard's going to struggle with ammo the most on this thing, but Sniper and Tactical should be fine. Because of Emperor's Vengeance and Versatile Precision. Anything else over here? I already have the Relic. I wouldn't mind a Stim. That'd be cool. Anything here?
Overwatch needed on Generator 1.
Generator 1. Unauthorized personnel. Observe your duties.
That's why we saved the Melta Bomb. That would be why.
The first leg of this race is behind us. You are fertilizing now. Let us keep that swarm from ever reaching Generator 4.
Alright, when it comes to the Blotch Chainsaw, it really is one of those moments where the best defense is a good offense because you just kind of pop these guys. Oh, or we just get popped by an Enraged Devourer. It feels good. That just fumbled by me. Forgot how not tanky we are on this class. We can't really sit there and take that. The mandatory dodge. The damage reduction discrepancy between the classes is so enormous at times that, like, yeah, you swap over from current assault with 30% range damage reduction. You're like, yeah, I can take that, and then you just get slapped. Even worse when you take something like Bulwark that has a stupid amount of damage reduction on top of bigger HP pool. 30% increase. Oh god. Dude, this is where armor's nice.
We are ready to ambush the enemy.
There is an observation platform overlooking the Prometheum fields. It will make a good vantage for your ambush.
Right, I'm not gonna kill about you again.
Disgusting Tyranid scum.
It is still shocking to me how unfriendly an enraged devourer is in this game. Because let's say you're playing as a new player, right? And you kind of load up your favorite game, Space Marine 2, or it's about to be your favorite game because this game slaps. But the point is that you're a new player and you see like, oh, the guy went red. Surely, like, he won't do 10 quintillion times more damage to me, right? And he just one bursts you or like 2 bursts you. And like for a new player, that's gonna feel totally unfair. And for like an experienced player, it also feels almost unfair at times. Not unfair, but very unfun to fight against.
Changing magazine. All specs tagged a burrowing tyranny. All specs tagged as overthrow. Kill that foe, lest it summon hate. Poison twisted my innards.
That's damage.
Resolute against the Xenos swarm. Another Xenos bioform eliminated. Dropping magazine.
These guys. Once it let me.
Auspex deep scan ready. Activating Auspex advance. Fresh magazine in. Pathetic tyranny abomination.
You definitely notice the headshot multiplier here. Big time.
The stench is sick, but the beast is dead.
Yeah, I may have spoken too harshly about this chain sword, I'm not gonna lie.
Reloading.
It may have been lies and Israel. Block power sword though, that one's still way too slow for a power sword. Power sword, like half of its combos are intended for speed. I mean this one too, but yeah, you can turn this one into like a heavy kick weapon with its, or I should say the heavy bash weapon with the full throttle skiff. That was bad. Because like 9 times out of 10, the attack you're using on this chainsword anyway is just going to be a bash with a full throttle skiff. Just that strong. But power sword's all about the combos and like weapon swapping or power stance swapping. What a waste of my one thing. Okay, let's go. Boss spawn. I kind of think I'm gonna get like a neurothrope next.
Rearming. You are fertilizing now, Xenos. Currently rallying reserve forces. Halt it!
Right, boss spawn? No.
Swapping magazine.
Okay. So either up here or the final area. Or maybe not at all. Because you aren't guaranteed 2 bosses, just potential. I'll say though, guys, I did play some Siege mode again. Siege mode definitely feels a little bit better. The economy is a lot easier now. But I will say, Siege mode is still so fucking laggy and like so... It has so many performance issues and crashes and stuff that I just prefer Operations. I just feel like they just allow a lot of the builds to shine where Siege mode simply doesn't. Until they add in perk loadouts. Alright, here we go.
Sneaky eye beam. Subterranean Xenos below.
Oh, that damage.
All specs flanked the neurothrope. nowhere left to dig now. Reloading. Dispensing stims.
Alright, this is a little rough.
Another scene of fireform eliminated. All specs ready to scan. Swapping magazine. All specs engaged.
Probably do more damage, but I don't even do it that way. But at least we can do significant damage when it lands. It's usually pretty important for melee weapons in this game. Alright, I want you to dive me.
Fresh magazine.
Because I can't risk getting shot by that at all. That's not bad damage at all. Right with you.
Scanning. Rearming.
Alright, well, considering I didn't hear a giant, like, monster spawn, I'm assuming it put all ranged enemies on me again. Yep.
Deploying crack grenade. Fresh mag of Tyranid.
Alright, get rocked.
All specs primed. Half visual income. Pathetic Tyranid. Swapping magazine. Changing magazine. You are fertilizer now, Seados. Reloading.
Alright, finale time. Our part's mostly over. I mean, we can deal with neurothropes, or excuse me, not neurothropes, zoanthropes pretty easily on this class anyways, so
Extra rounds.
not too worried.
My Auspecs cannot even compute their numbers.
Let's kind of blow up Extremis with our blockchain sword. I'm kind of shocked how strong this thing actually is. This thing hits like a truck. Definitely helps that the parry bonus is back for block weapons.
Auspecs deep scan ready. Main swarm sighted. We await your signal, Captain.
Dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield. Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position for a while yet. Keep your heads and get it done.
I see them coming, brothers. Plenty for everyone. Rearming. The Xenos are forming a pyramid. We may be overrun, but never defeated.
The bulk of the swarm is continuing along the protected path. Continue holding.
Now the Xenos fire form eliminated.
Almost fucked up there,
Dropping
but
magazine.
alright. Let us chop through these guys. Honestly, this weapon isn't that bad versus Minotaurs at all. Still easier to use than the Thunderhammer.
Xenos inbound. Show them carnage. Behind us, brothers.
You also do so much damage to them that it hardly even matters that they're in front of you. Knock them over. Two-shot them. Probably one-shot them with the Minotaur's perk, potentially.
Changing magazine. Pathetic tyranny of bomb.
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
Fresh magazine in. Exterminate.
Both Termagants.
Changing magazine. We have more enemies on the horizon, brothers. Brothers, they are almost over the wall. Switching to close assault.
The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
Swapping magazine. You are fertilizer now, Xenos. Reloading.
Alright, recruit to detonate. Can we blow a bomb?
You are clear to
Right, good.
detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
Here we go.
You
It's a wrap.
heard him.
It actually went pretty well outside like the one unfortunate Devourer section.
Rearming. We have laid waste to the enemy. A fine bit.
Tyranid biocides down 90% and fall. Swarm annihilation confirmed. Excellent work. Move to extract.
Alright, let's see. See what our range damage and melee damage was there, because it was pretty high.
Thunderhawk arriving at evac point. Ramp down and ready. We can make extraction good. Returning to orbit.
So 50-50 on melee and range damage. We are kind of a hybrid class, so that makes sense, but that was a pretty rough one. Not the roughest I've ever had on Inferno, but that's pretty much all there is to the Marksman Bolt Carbine build, guys. Thanks for watching.